You may have heard of this man for being one of the best NBA players of all time. He's much more than that, though. Let me tell you a little bit about the life of the man, the myth, the legend, the Black Mamba, Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe is, of course, known for his incredible NBA career. His life was cut short at the age of 41 years old due to one tragic 2020 Sunday morning. Kobe, along with his daughter and seven other passengers, were killed in a tragic helicopter crash. Before that miserable 2020 Sunday, Kobe accomplished a number of achievements before he passed: a son, a brother, a 5 time NBA champion, Olympic gold medalist, and Oscar winner. Just a few titles that describe the late great Kobe. None more important than husband and girl dad. Before I tell you about some of his great achievements in his professional career, I'd like to tell you a little bit about his pre-life superstardom. He spent most of his childhood overseas due to his father playing professional basketball. Once the Bryants moved to America, they moved to a suburb right outside of Philadelphia, Lower Merion Township. I too also grew up in this township, which automatically gave me this unconditional love for Kobe. We went to the same high school, Lower Merion High School, the house that Kobe built. Kobe skipped college and was drafted straight out of high school when that was still a thing. There are infinite stats about Kobe that I could tell you that would take forever. So if you want to know more, you can read this book. It's called Kobe Bryant, The Mamba Mentality, How I Play. I can tell you all the stats and all quotes from him and whatnot. I'm just going to highlight a couple. June 26th, 1996. Kobe was drafted with the 13th pick overall to the Charlotte Hornets, who just 5 days later traded him to the Los Angeles Lakers. Not a good call. When Kobe first stepped onto the court for his first game on November 3rd, 1996, he became the youngest player to play in an NBA game. That's when his greatness all started. 2 years later, he was voted into his first of many All-Star games, also becoming the youngest All-Star at the time. Fast forward 2 more seasons, the year is 2000, where Kobe superstardom really ascended. This was the first season where he took the Lakers to the championship, won his first title, but certainly not his last. In fact, it only took him one offseason for him and the Lakers to be right back in the finals again in 2001, where the Lakers beat my beloved Sixers in 5 games to secure the back-to-back. Fast forward one more offseason, the Lakers are right back in it, looking to three-peat. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, they did. Three titles in 3 years. He already has sealed his legacy in the NBA by the age of 25. The Lakers, Shaq and Kobe were just dominant. 3-time NBA champion. What more could he do? So the 04 season happened, and they're back in the finals for the 4th time in 5 years. They lose to the Detroit Pistons in 5 games. After that, the organization went through some turmoil. They had to choose Shaq or Kobe or Shaq. Shaq ended up leaving the Lakers. People thought this was because of the relationship of Shaq and Kobe. How could the Lakers get back to the NBA Finals without Shaq? The team was now Kobe's, and Kobe's alone. Fast forward a couple more years. The year's now 2006. A couple years removed from being a champion, Kobe's determined to bring his historic organization back to the finals. January 22nd, the Lakers were playing the Raptors. Normal game in Toronto, nothing special. Until all of a sudden, Kobe catches fire. They win the game. Kobe ends up scoring a measly 81 points, second most points scored in NBA history in one game. After that season, Kobe wanted to change his number from 8 to 24, his high school number, the beginning of the second half of his career. The following year, in 2008, Kobe dominated in normal Mamba fashion and was named League MVP, where he also achieved becoming the Lakers' all-time leading scorer. He lost in the finals that year. He then took his talents to the Olympic stage where Team USA, the Redeem Team, secured gold medal. After that, they got back to the finals, the Los Angeles Lakers and Kobe, to win his fourth and fifth championships back to back. That's 5 in 15 years. That's pretty great. Prior to Kobe's final season in 2016, season 20, all played for the Lakers, he announced he would retire. In his last game on the NBA floor, he finished the career off like a true champion he is, scoring 60 points, bringing his final career numbers to look something like this: 33,643 points scored, at third all-time, 1 league MVP, 5-time NBA world champion, gold medalist, numerous scoring titles, first and second team All-NBA, first and second team All-Defensive Teams, dunk contest winner, number 8 and number 24. Both hanging in the rafters of Staples Center. Only player ever to have 2 numbers retired. Unanimous Hall of Famer. If you thought this is where his tale ends, guess again. Retirement treated Kobe well. Of course, Kobe had all his Nike endorsements and sneakers, his clothing line and whatnot, but he also was a major investor in a bunch of things. My favorite, body armor, a sports drink similar to Gatorade. He also won an Oscar for Best Animated Short Film called Dear Basketball. If you haven't listened or watched it, I highly recommend. You can YouTube it, you can Google it, it's everywhere. It's a very powerful short film. So yes, Kobe was an amazing basketball player. Sure, no arguing that. But not just a basketball player. An Oscar winner, gold medal Olympian, 5-time NBA champion, the Black Mamba, friend, mentor, brother, son, husband, girl dad. Rest in peace, Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant. Thank you.